Hey, you guys, I am back with another video, and today's topic, we are talking about 7 to 10 life-changing habits that will change your life in 2022. So I am LaTersa. If you are new here, welcome to the Sunny Squad. To become a part of the Sunny Squad, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications because I don't want you to miss another episode. And if you are an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. So nice to have you. We typically talk about self-care, hygiene, and lifestyle on this channel, and a little bit of some of everything else, but those are the main topics. But anyhow, let's jump right into today's video, shall we? All right, so the first thing that will change your life in 2022 is getting enough rest. Getting at least 8 hours of sleep, especially as busy moms, as wives, as women who have a ton of hats to wear. You need to carve out time to get to bed on time. This is a new year. If you're used to staying up all night and just nilly-willing it, getting up the next morning, doing the same thing, then it may be time for you to switch up some things a little bit. Sometimes you may be fatigued and not feeling your absolute best. It's because you're tired. So getting enough rest. Y'all know by now, if y'all an oldie but a goodie, y'all know your girl go to bed with the chicken. Some nights I be in bed, well, most nights I be in bed by 6:30 because I'm the type of person, I'm a morning person. Right now, I'm recording this video, it's 5:30 in the morning because I gotta go to work at 8:30. So I like to get up early in the morning when it's good and quiet. Kids are still in bed. Well, my baby girl has been up and showered and got all that stuff, but she's going back to bed. But anyway, go to bed early. Try it, you guys. Go to bed at least 8:30 to 9 o'clock and see how your body will be rejuvenated, revived. I'm telling you, it's nothing like a good night's rest. And the older I get, my sleep is like priority to me. I have to have at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep for me to function, because for one, I get up so early. I get up at 4:30 when my body turns over at 3:30. It's like my body is wired to early bird. So 3:30, I'm already turning over saying my prayers, but 4:30 is when the actual alarm go off so that I can get my baby up, to get her up for school and stuff. But the second thing in order to have a good night's rest is right before you go to sleep. Well, this is part B of 1. Right before you go to sleep, only think about the things that you want to accomplish. Whatever your dreams are, whatever the thing is you want to manifest on tomorrow, think about those things. Because what I've found over the years is if you go to bed worrying and thinking about all your bills and just stressing out before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, have you ever noticed you be so doggone tired and you don't know what's going on? It's because you didn't allow your brain to rest. You went to bed worrying about this, worrying about that, worrying about this. And when you wake up the next morning, your reality is just going to be a continuation of what you were dreaming about. Y'all know I always say God speaks to me in my dreams, because my dreams be off the chain, boy. And I'd be like, wait a minute. But before you go to sleep, only think about those things you want to manifest, those things you want to happen. So that's number 1. All right, so number 2 is rise early and pray. Y'all, it's something about getting up early while everything is quiet, everybody is asleep. You don't even hear the animals out at 3, 4 in the morning. You don't hear a peep. That is when my most creativity is like through the roof. I'm a creative person by nature, but it's something about rising up early in the morning. And when I have my prayer, I talk to God, tell God about how I want my day to go. And then I get up, and y'all will be proud of you, girl, because your girl been working out every morning. So this is day 3. Y'all pray for your girl. But I'm determined to be my healthiest, best self this year. But when I get up early, it's like by 8:30, I've did about 5 or 6 things off my to-do list. And y'all know I always say, get your to-do list right before you go to bed. make you a list. And I'm gonna put a picture up here of how I do my to-do list every day. I've been doing it since my kids was in Pampers, but it helps me to stay focused. So that's number 2, rise early and pray. All right, and my next tip that I want you guys to incorporate a lot more in 2022 is drink lots of water. And so I'm gonna go ahead and try to drink this whole thing. All right, I drink the rest of this before work. But when I first get up, I had to put this in the freezer because with no water in the box. But I try to keep one or a big cup of ice at night beside my bed, so when it melt, the water still be cold. But drink lots of water, you guys. A lot of times the reason why you can't function right, the reason why your skin is doing funky stuff, the reason why your urine is not as clear as it needs to be, you may be dehydrated. You're not drinking enough water. You may be drinking water, but you may not be drinking enough water. And I can always tell when I haven't drinking enough water. My skin starts to get patchy. My urine starts to get dark. I just really start to feel like fatigue and tired. So I try to drink as much water. I'm telling you, if you don't like to drink water, y'all know I always say you can add fruits in your water. You can add lemon in your water. All of those things is just another way to help you bore down a lot more water. Ooh, and the next thing that I love to do, especially when I get up in the morning, I always like to start the day off with something motivation. I have the Bible app on my phone, and I have a scripture sent to my phone every morning. It gets there by 5:30, and I read that, and then I watch something inspirational on YouTube. Y'all know YouTube, you can find everything. Here's a challenge I want you guys to do this year. If you like me, I love books, but I'm finding the older I get, I don't really like to sit down and actually read a book. I like audiobooks now. Go figure, back in the day, you couldn't tell me nothing. I had hundreds of books in my house. But now it's like I like to sit and listen to a book. And so once a month, I try to pick a book that I'm going to, I started this in November of last year. I listened to an audiobook for the whole month. I usually try to pick one that's short because my attention span, y'all know I can't sit no 2-3 hours still. But when I'm cleaning or doing something like that, I have the audiobook playing. So find you something inspirational to feed your mind, whether that's a quick sermon, inspirational speech. They have all kinds on YouTube. So find you something that's going to help your mind move in the direction you want, because I'm telling you, y'all know everything that's going on with this blogger Tasha K and Cardi B, all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm always a firm believer, when you mind your business, your life is a whole lot peaceful. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't get into all that kind of stuff. But when you feed your mind with a bunch of positivity, can't nothing come out of you but positive. I'm not saying every day gonna be like sunny and happy-go-lucky, because I have my days when it's like, ooh, don't touch me, don't talk to me, this is not that day. But majority of the time, I try to always look for the good. Now, every day is not gonna be that day where I'm happy-go-lucky, because y'all know I'm hyper. But majority of the time, I try to feed my mind with something positive. And that's my tip for you guys. It'll change your life, trust me. And then my next tip is take you some form of multivitamin. I gotta wait till my follow-up checkup appointment so that I could, because there's some multivitamins that I want to take, but they're liquid, because I have enough medicine to swallow. I just want something that I can drink. And I found one on Amazon, but I want to run it by my doctor first. That's the thing. When you're thinking about multivitamins or anything you want to do health-wise, please always run it by your doctor first, because I'm telling you, there is nothing like you trying something and it don't go well with what you're trying to do, and you have after effects and symptoms. You know, you don't want to do that. So multivitamins, take your vitamins, whatever that may be, and then set aside some time on Sunday. Y'all know I always say Sunday is my reset day for the week where I plan out my week, and I always take some time to review what I've accomplished the week before. So I go back through the things that I planned out for the week and see that I accomplished them. And that, when you can check off stuff on your list, it makes you feel so productive, so accomplished. So I take some time on Sunday and I write down 3 categories: family, business, and personal. I write down at least my top 3 things that I'm going to accomplish in every area. And this is what I do daily. But during Sunday, I go down and just put my top goals that I want to accomplish for the week. And so however way you want to do it, plan out your week so you'll have some kind of roadmap of how you want your week to go. Because I'm telling you, the devil is always lurking around wanting to give you his method of how he wants you to do throughout the week. He'll throw little things in your way to trip you up. You got to be on guard. That's why I always say pray about everything, because prayer does change things. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And then the next tip is do some form of exercise. I made up in my mind that I'm going to work out at least 3 times a week. And I've started off with just 5 minutes, y'all, because y'all know that right side over here is still like on its own little episode over here. But can't do too much with the right side, but I try to do as much as I can, because your girl want to get back like fit and snatched. Yes, your girl want to get like, I'm gonna try to put a picture up here of me in my 20s. Oh, your girl finna just go all out, but I'm loving my 40s, don't get me wrong, but I'm finna get snatched in my 40s. How about that? So that's my little goal for myself, is to get as healthy and fit and even more finer. Finer than ever, honey. So that's what I recommend you do. I don't care if you do some jumping jacks, some jump rope. I jump rope, but I don't know. I don't know what my jump rope is. But anyway, do some form of exercise. And then the next one is make sure every day you tell your loved ones that you love them. Life is so short, you guys. You never know what tomorrow may bring, what tomorrow may hold. Don't go to bed with something on your mind that you need to tell somebody. Get it out the way. Go ahead, make that phone call, write that letter, text somebody, tell your loved ones you love them, because listen, life is so short and people are dropping like flies. And they're not all old people. They're people my age and younger. So tell your loved ones you love. I know for me, every morning I try to always make sure I leave my kids out the door with a hug. Well, my son, that ain't gonna work, but I always try to give tell my kids I love them before they leave, because I don't know what today may bring, I want to make sure let them leave the house on a good note, knowing that mommy loves them. Mommy wants them to have a good day. Mama want them to just be the best. And I want them leaving the house knowing that mama loves them. You see what I'm saying? Call your parents. If your parents are still living, you're blessed to still have your parents around. Talk to your parents. I don't talk to my parents every day, but just about every day. I talk to them or duel them and talk to them. And right here, I'm going to put a picture, a little short clip of me talking to my mom on her birthday one last week. My mom is getting up there, but she still looks good, honey. So talk to your loved ones. And then my next tip is, pamper yourself and put yourself on the calendar. Y'all know I told y'all this year it's going to be a lot of self-care rituals, self-care, pamper me days, routines, because I really want you guys to take better care of yourself this year. We're all on this journey to be the best versions of ourselves, but if we're not taking care of ourselves, you can't be the best version nowhere. You can't be good to nobody else if you're first not good to yourself. So carve out some time every week. I don't care if it's just to take a power nap. Spend some alone time with yourself. Do something to pamper and pour back into you. As much as you pour out to other people and love on other people, pour back into yourself, because remember, you can't function off an empty cup. That's just like the doggone car is sitting out there on E. It ain't going nowhere without no gas. In the same way with your body, you got to put back in what you take out. And trust you me, as women, we give a lot. And you got to learn how to give more to yourself. I always say what's in the cup is for me. What overspills out of the cup is for other people. So you got to give yourself more. So this year, I want you to carve out at least one day a week. Do something, even if it's just to give yourself an at-home pedicure or manicure, or go out and get it done. If you got the means to do so, go out and get it done. Whatever you may do, take yourself out to lunch, to dinner, take yourself to the movies, whatever you want to do to replenish and to rejuvenate and pour back into you. Do that. Get you a good book to read. Get you something inspirational to read, or read you a couple of devotional pages. Something. Pour back into you. Start eating right. Everything is not always about external. What you put inside of your body, what you're feeding your mind. Because, y'all, that mental health is just as important as your physical health. If your mind is not right, everything else is going to fall out of place too. So feed your mind with something positive. Feed your soul, feed your spirit. Like you nourish your body with food, nourish that mind, because your mind is just as powerful. So the last and final tip that I want to share with you guys is get a budget and know where your money is going, and know how much money you have coming in. In order for us to have a wealthy, prosperous life, it all starts with the money you have now. If God can't trust you with the little money that you have now, how can he bless you with more when you just run through the little bit that you have? You don't know where your money is going. You spending every penny you get. You doing this, you doing that. Sit down and make yourself a budget. I ain't saying you can't do nothing fun for yourself, because your girl over here gonna have some fun. But make sure you know where your money is going. And that all goes with checking your bank statement, checking your bank account, making sure you're balancing your checkbooks right, making sure you know what's for bills, what's for play, what's for savings. Because I'm telling you, honey, emergencies pop up when you least expect it. I know right before Christmas, my battery went out and my alternator went out. When I tell you that hurt my heart to come up with that $800 right before Christmas, alternator and battery. I said, wouldn't you know, by the time you get through paying for a vehicle, then it starts to act funny. I'm like, why are you acting funny now? Like, really? But anyway, I hope this video blessed you guys. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to figure out how to come back, but yeah, it's hard trying to keep up with Instagram and YouTube. I'm trying to keep my flow with YouTube, like build one up at a time, because I don't know, it's just I'm getting it together. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, you are absolutely enough, and everything you need, it's already on the inside of you. So God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.